Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I'm absolutely delighted you've joined me today because we're diving into something rather brilliant, phonology. Now, don't let that word intimidate you. By the end of this lesson, you'll understand exactly what phonology is and why it matters for your English. Right, let's get started, shall we? What is phonology? So, what exactly is phonology? Put simply, phonology is the study of the sound systems in languages. It's about how sounds function and pattern in particular languages. Now, you might be thinking, isn't that just pronunciation? Well, not quite. Phonology goes deeper than that. It examines the rules and patterns that govern how sounds work together in English. Think of it this way. English has roughly 44 distinct sounds. We call these phonemes. These are the building blocks of every word you speak. Understanding phonology means understanding how these sounds interact, change, and create meaning. Phonemes, the building blocks. Let's talk about phonemes properly. A phoneme is the smallest unit of sound that can change meaning in a word. For example, take the words cat and bat. The only difference, that first sound, k versus b. That single sound change creates an entirely different word with an entirely different meaning. Those sounds, k and b, are phonemes. Here's another example. Ship versus sheep. Listen carefully. Ship, sheep. The difference is in the vowel sound. Ship has a short I sound, while sheep has a long E sound. One small phonetic difference, completely different meanings. This is why phonology matters. It's not just about pronouncing words, it's about understanding which sounds create distinctions in meaning. Consonants versus vowels. Now, in English phonology, we categorize sounds into two main groups, consonants and vowels. Consonants are sounds where the airflow is partially or completely blocked. Think of sounds like p, t, k, s, f. Your lips, tongue, or teeth create that obstruction. Vowels, on the other hand, are sounds where air flows freely through the vocal tract. These are sounds like a, e, I, o, u. Your tongue position and lip shape change the quality of the vowel, but there's no blockage. English has approximately 24 consonant phonemes and 20 vowel phonemes, though this varies slightly depending on the accent. British English, for instance, has some vowel sounds that don't exist in American English, and vice versa. Minimal pairs. Here's a brilliant concept to help you understand phonemes better. Minimal pairs. These are pairs of words that differ by only one phoneme. Let me give you some examples. The words pin and bin. The words seat and sheet. The words light and right. Minimal pairs are absolutely fantastic for training your ear and improving your pronunciation. If you can hear the difference between these pairs and produce them correctly, you're well on your way to mastering English phonology. I particularly recommend this exercise for learners whose native language doesn't distinguish between certain sounds. For example, many Asian languages don't distinguish between L and R, making light and right sound identical. Minimal pairs practice is essential here. Phonological processes. Now let's discuss something really fascinating. Phonological processes. These are the patterns and rules that describe how sounds change in different contexts. Assimilation is when a sound becomes more like a neighbouring sound. For instance, the word input. In natural speech, we don't say input with a clear N sound. It becomes input because the N assimilates to the P that follows it. Say it quickly. Input. Your lips prepare for that p sound early. Elision is when sounds disappear entirely in connected speech. Take next door. In casual speech, we often drop that t, next door. The t simply vanishes. Linking is when we connect words smoothly. An apple becomes an apple, with that N sound flowing right into the vowel. These processes are why English can sound so different in natural conversation compared to careful, slow speech. Understanding them is crucial for both listening comprehension and natural-sounding speech. Stress and rhythm. Here's something tremendously important. English is a stress-timed language. This means we put emphasis on certain syllables and words while others get compressed. Listen to this sentence. I want to go to the cinema. In natural speech, I want to go to the cinema. Notice how want, go, and sin receive stress while the other syllables are reduced and quicker. Compare this to syllable-timed languages like Spanish or French, where each syllable gets roughly equal time. English doesn't work that way, and this is why rhythm is so important in phonology. Getting the stress right is often more important than getting individual sounds perfect. Wrong stress can make you genuinely difficult to understand, even if your pronunciation is otherwise quite good.
Brilliant! So we've covered quite a lot today. Phonemes as the building blocks of English sound, the difference between consonants and vowels, minimal pairs for practice, phonological processes in natural speech, and the importance of stress and rhythm. Phonology isn't just academic theory, it's immensely practical for improving your English. The more you understand these patterns, the better your listening becomes, and the more natural your speaking sounds. I encourage you to practice with minimal pairs, pay attention to stress patterns in native speech, and notice those phonological processes happening all around you. If you found this helpful, do give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more English lessons. Drop a comment below telling me which aspect of phonology you'd like me to explore further. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson.